Guys, this is Kelly from City Slickers Homesteaders. So I forgot to start recording this when I started making this. So what I'm doing is I am making some homemade meatballs. And I'm making a mess. So I've got 4 pounds of ground beef in here. I just use 80-20 pretty much for everything. So I've got in here, so since I did 4 pounds, I did 4 eggs, which is generally an egg per pound. And then I did some breadcrumbs. I put in about 1 1/4 cups because from the different recipes that I'm kind of combining together, it called for like 1/3. Yeah, breadcrumbs per pound. And then I don't have any, sorry, I'm trying to open the spice here. And I don't have any fresh onions, so I've just been kind of adding in some minced onions. I'm just kind of going by the look of it. Guessing I've put in, I don't know, maybe 1/4 cup total for all of it. So just kind of adjust it to kind of how it looks since I don't have any fresh. And then I'm just kind of getting the sides pulled in there. And then, let's see. I am going to put in probably a little bit of onion powder too, just to kind of compensate. Not much, just, you know, a few shakes. And then we like garlic, and we're actually using this for spaghetti for dinner, so I don't know, maybe 1/4 teaspoon, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder.
Mom, the peppers were instructed.
Okay, baby. And then, can you grab me the mustard out of the fridge, bub?
Yeah, you got it.
Thank you. So, thank you, sweetheart. And then it called for a teaspoon of mustard per pound. So let me see. Okay, I have my teaspoon here. Here, can you?
Yes.
You want to help me? So we'll have to fill this up 4 times. I think there's another mustard bottle.
Yeah, I think this one's out. Yeah, it's out.
Okay, go ahead and grab the other mustard bottle that's in the fridge then. And then it's salt and pepper to taste. Sorry. Okay. Just kind of shake it up so it's not so goopy. My little helper here, this is my youngest boy, Zach. Okay, a little bit more. Well, Bubby's helping me right now, baby. He doesn't get to help with the videos as much. So this will be 2. Okay. 3. We'll need 1 more. Okay, that should be good. Thank you, baby. Do you know how to do the pepper grinder?
Sure.
Here, let me.
I said sure, that means yes. Dum dum.
Enough.
So we.
Okay, try to get all this incorporated here. You're gonna hold it for me, baby?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
So cool.
Yeah, we just want to get that mustard incorporated there. Don't, this is raw meat, baby. You don't just grab it, okay?
Okay, teaspoon.
Honey, just watch, okay?
Can I do the pepper grinder?
I'll go ahead and do it. Don't mind the mess of our kitchen. Haven't emptied our dishwasher yet to put more dirty dishes in it. Back up, baby. So, it said just to taste for the salt and pepper, so doing some fresh ground pepper in there. Kind of try to get all this incorporated. I may eventually have to do this with my hand, but I figure this might save my hand at least a little bit of work doing it this way. And I use my bread dough hook on this, so then that way it won't get as stuck as if it was the whisk or the other KitchenAid ones. That's
So
breadcrumbs.
here, the cook may need to be asked some questions. How do you think this is going to be tasting?
Stop.
How do you think this is going to taste?
Well, this is actually my first time making homemade meatballs. Completely homemade. So, we will see.
I think it's
Alright.
gonna be really yummy.
And we're going to have it with spaghetti, and then whatever I have left, I'm actually going to freeze. So, we're going to go ahead and pause this so I can finish incorporating all this, and then we'll bring you back when I start getting them put together. So, okay guys, so now I'm going to start making these into balls. So, you see me using my pink spatula. Well, the handle broke on it, so I had to get a new one. So, I'm going to see how well this little trick works of using a tablespoon to kind of keep these around the same size. So I've got 2 plates here, so that way I can use one for what we'll cook tonight, and then one for what I'll put in the freezer to kind of freeze it for a minute before I put it in bags. So actually that I think works out pretty well. So because this measuring bowl, here Zach, you can come in a little bit. This measuring bowl is actually pretty full, so I'm gonna have quite a bit of meatballs. So the ones that we're gonna do tonight, I'm planning on pan frying, and then we'll add that to our spaghetti sauce when we make our spaghetti tonight. And then, like I said, the other ones I will just freeze. So, but using a tablespoon seems to help kind of keep it all consistent, because I'm really bad at making dough balls like the consistent weight, to the point my husband would always be like, you need to use a scale when I'm making bread to weigh out the different portions of the bread to make sure that they're the same size. Thank goodness my mom had bought us a little digital scale. So I'm going to go ahead and keep rolling these out, and then once I get them done, we'll bring you back to show how many total we got. So we'll be right back. Okay guys, so that is all the meatballs that 4 pounds of ground beef made. Sorry, I'm trying to get this cleaned up before the kids touch any raw meat. So, but the white plate we're going to freeze, and then the black plate is for dinner tonight. So we're going to go ahead and pause it here. The dogs are going crazy, and I'll show you when we start cooking it up. So bye-bye. Okay guys, we're back. So we're getting ready to cook the meatballs. We're doing it outside on our Camp Chef stove so we don't heat up the house, since it's still pretty stinking hot here in Dayton, Ohio. So we're going to see how these cook up, doing them in our little 10-inch skillet, and then we've got the water started for the spaghetti, and I'm just going to heat up the sauce in the house since that won't take too long to do that. Think they'll all fit?
Should, maybe. There's hair in there.
Oh, why'd you set this up in the sun? Cool. They all fit?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yep.
this up just a little bit. There. Jeez, you can already hear it sizzling already. Turn that down just a little bit there. They're already starting to sizzle.
I know.
Here, I'm gonna. Maybe that'll help. Woo! That heat blowing off of that.
I know it's hot.
Okay guys, well, I will bring you back once these are done cooking and show you what the final product looks like. So these are actually, I think, just about done. So I'm going to go in and start getting the sauce heated up and add some of our own grown herbs to it. Just a little bit of oregano and basil just to kind of give it a little extra flavor. So I'll take you guys inside and check that out. Okay guys, so I'm going to start on our pizza sauce. Yes, it is store-bought pizza sauce. I haven't got those other cans canned yet with my own spices, so just got this for now. And let me get... I haven't actually really done much with fresh herbs, so this will be kind of an experiment here. So I've got basil, so I'm gonna kind of, I guess, just rip this up a little bit. And I do usually put like a little bit of garlic powder in it too, because I love garlic flavor. Okay, I have a bigger one, but it's pretty potent smelling basil leaves, so I might just stick with the one. And I've got a little bit of our oregano, so I'm going to do the same thing with that, just using my nails to break it up. If it will break up. Literally just picked these. I dropped the stem in before I turned on my camera. So let me go get a spoon here. I'll use this one. Okay, let me put a little bit of garlic powder in it. I just put one leaf in of each, of the oregano and the basil, so. Okay, so we'll let this cook a little bit to get some of the flavors cooked out of the leaves in there. And we'll see, it smells amazing. And we'll see how well it tastes, and then when we start making up everybody's plates, we'll show you the finished products. So we'll be right back. Okay guys, so figured I'd go ahead and bag these up because they're not completely frozen, but at least harder, so they won't mush when we put them in the freezer. So I've got the sauce on low, hubby approved. There's the meatballs, got those taken out so they're draining, so they're not so greasy. So, let's see how well I can. Hey Zach, you wanna come be my camera holder?
What?
Can you come be my camera holder?
Oh, yeah. Oh, where's your... Oh,
Right here. I've already got it going. Alright. So, These are hard enough now to bag these up.
Hang on.
So then these we can cook at a later time for spaghetti and meatballs, or just any kind of dish that we want some meatballs in.
Like ravioli.
Yeah, I guess you could put meatballs in ravioli. Let's do a little bit more in that
Or
one.
lasagna. Wait, does meatballs go with? I don't know.
Okay, so there's one bag.
Only one bag can hold that much. You're gonna need a couple more.
Oh, I got a couple more. See, Mama's prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Starting to stick to the plate.
Hang on.
The ones here in the center really didn't freeze yet, but that's okay.
Oh, Teddy.
Yeah, I think we'll be able to get 3 bags out of this.
Probably more, maybe.
Yeah, I think 3 will be good. Put a couple more in this, and I'll put the rest in the last bag.
No. Just wait. What character? Okay.
Shh. Zach's being my helper.
I see that.
Gotta make sure we all the meatballs in the camera.
Let's see here. Put one in this one. No, so not bad. Got 3 more for 3 more meals.
Alright.
So.
You want me to like put them in the pantry?
Well,
Downstairs?
I'll put them in. No, these will stay in the freezer.
Alright.
Since I didn't can these or dehydrate them or anything like that, so these will actually stay in the freezer.
I can put them in the freezer for you.
Now, give me a minute. Let me wash my hands. So we'll go ahead and pause this here, and then once Corey gets the spaghetti in, then we'll show you the plates when they're all made up. So we'll be right back.
Alright, bye-bye.
Okay, guys. So here it is, all made up. The hubby is testing it.
It's good.
We good?
Mm-hmm.
So I did okay?
Mm-hmm.
For first time making meatballs?
Yes. It's good.
Okay. Okay, guys, so that is homemade meatballs and then spaghetti for dinner. So like and subscribe and leave a comment if you guys have any questions or tips and tricks, if I can talk tonight. And we will see you in the next video. Have a great night.